Adam loves to spoil himself.
Since I was 18, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on vehicles. 2 Hummers, 2 boats, 2 campers, 3 motorcycles, Tahoes, Camaros, Corvettes.
What Adam purchases is definitely a badge of honor. He is proud of all of his purchases and loves to show them off.
Well, that's what spending money's about. Having nice things, showing it off a little bit. I have the same car as my boss. He's got a vet also. The Hummer was so pimped out, how could I turn it down? I couldn't. The camper is sickly ridiculous.
But Adam doesn't even camp.
I saw somebody who had a better boat than me, so I went out and I had to spend $30,000 on another boat.
Adam loves to be able to tell people that he has something better than they do.
It's cool to have the same thing as people on MTV Cribs. You know, what am I supposed to do, drive a piece of junk? I think presenting yourself in the right way is very important.
When Adam heard that we were going on the DrPhil show, he went immediately to the tanning salon and had a woman come over to style his hair.
I know something's up when Adam calls me and says, "Mom, you promise you won't be mad." And my response is, "What did you buy now?"
Adam's going to the car dealership. I think it's like taking a crack addict straight to the crack house.
Car salesmen really don't have to haggle with me too much. I'm like a dream to them.
Hey, how's it going? Good, how you been?
This is nice.
Yeah, this is you. If anybody could drive this car, it'd be you.
Adam is impulsive and reckless with his purchases.
I think sometimes my sister Katie is jealous of the stuff that I have.
By no means am I jealous of his financial situation.
I'm probably about $200,000 in debt. As long as I can make the payments, I don't see a problem.
I'm very concerned that if he got laid off or wasn't able to work, that he wouldn't be able to keep up with all of his payments.
If I made the kind of money DrPhil does, I would buy my own plane.
Okay. Now, fair representation, right? That's
Yes.
pretty much a portrait of you.
Yes, a nice video, by the way. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, first class, right?
Yes, it is.
You want to buy it?
How much?
Yeah. You don't usually ask that, do you?
Not too often.
You strut all this stuff around, and you like to pull up in the Corvette, you like to pull up in the Hummer, you like to slide up to the dock in the boat, all of that stuff. What is it? What do you get out of that? What's your payoff?
I guess it's like a fake facade, you know. Hey, look at me, I look good, I'm successful.
Where's your wife today?
Well, she didn't want to come on the show because her beauty is just too overwhelming for the camera.
Is that it, or is it
true.
that she was
It's
too
true.
embarrassed at your spending habits, so she didn't want to be here?
That could be it also.
Yeah, that could be it also. But you brag about everything, right? What'd you do? Didn't you say as soon as he found out he was coming on the show, where'd he go?
He got his hair done and went tanning, and it didn't surprise me at all.
Went tanning and got your hair done.
This is like coming to the Super Bowl for an average person. You know, this is awesome.
You were even bragging to people on the airplane about coming, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's a woman here in the audience named Cheryl. Adam met her on the plane. I mean, he didn't even know her. He's just leaning up through the seat saying, "Hey, I'm going on the DrPhil show." She says he bragged to get the entire flight about being on TV, which is the only reason you're here, right?
Yes.
I mean, what was he talking about? What was he doing?
Told all of us in the area that he was on DrPhil and so excited to be here and proud, and had the flight attendants in the aisle talking with him about it.
So he was like leaning up through the seats?
Absolutely.
Who are you really, though? If you take away all the toys, you take away the Hummer, the Corvette, the camper, I mean, all of the tan, the hairdo.
I'm just a guy who likes to work hard and likes to have nice things.
Yeah. Because it's image, right? You said these are what the celebs drive. That was your word.
Right.
You said this is what the celebs drive. This was on MTV Cribs. Celebrities drive this car. I've seen it. Man.
You know, honestly, I didn't know till last night. I read your book, and I think it's about routines. I'm trying to break a routine. You know, every day you go to work, punch the clock, do your thing at work, punch back out, turn your brain back on. Okay, now I'm walking to my Hummer. Hey, this is working out. You know, and then I get a new vehicle. I'm breaking up the routine.
Well, I know the guy that wrote that book, and I don't think that's what he meant.
Well,
Very
he
funny.
owns one of his vehicles that gives him a license to go purchase something else.
Oh, of course,
So
that's just
I have one that is paid off already.
it's just burning a hole in your pocket.
It did. That's why I had to go and buy the vet. Everybody's getting.
He could own all of these things that he purchases. The problem is he doesn't keep anything long enough to own it. He could own a Hummer and a couple of them, but they turn over so quickly.
Would
And
you
that's
ever
really
wonder
concern.
that you're going to get to a point where you look back and say, you know what? I wish I had that money I wasted.
Yeah, I do. But I'm having fun. Work hard, having fun.
But you got to have some balance between fun and reality, right?
Right.
I mean, because it doesn't define you. And honestly, when you walk away, you go to a salesman and pay list for a car, they go back in the office and say, can you believe this guy? He just walked in and bought it. No. He did? Yeah, what an idiot.
I told him that's exactly what happened when he purchased the jewelry for sticker price. I said, the guy's going back there laughing at the fact that you're paying actually what the sticker says.
I mean, at least be smart. If you're going to be caught in ascendancy and define yourself by things, at least buy them smart.
Well, honestly, the vehicles, I'm getting good at wheeling and dealing. I've gotten robbed a couple times.
Yeah, you ought
You know,
to be getting good.
after that, you learn.
When the dealership calls him up and says, I have a new Hummer that I think you're going to love, and he buys it sight unseen, how is he getting a good deal?
Yeah, come on.
They're not going to lose
I mean,
money.
all I want you to do is just think about the fact that those things do not define you, and people might be laughing behind your back, particularly after today.
I know.
I mean, really, don't be that shallow. I mean, you seem like a really nice guy. You're bright and industrious. I mean, don't define yourself with that stuff. Just think about it, okay?
Okay.
My older sister, Gina, is a shopaholic. And she is turning my 4-year-old daughter, Dawson, into a shopaholic as well.
You like to go shopping with me? I don't think anything will stop me from spoiling Dawson.
It's gonna have to stop really soon because she's creating a monster.
Who bought you this dress?
You.
Who bought you your bathing suit?
You.
Who bought you these?
You.
You need some more stuff?
Yes.
Dawson has so many things in her closet, brand new clothes that still have tags that her Auntie Gina bought for her. Clothes that she cannot wear until she's about 6 or 7 years old. My sister will not stop buying for her. More clothes, voila. They are packed to capacity. When she was first born, Gina felt that she needed to go out and buy Dawson her take me home outfit. This is a genuine leather skirt that her Auntie Gina bought for her when she was 6 months old.
Cassandra is jealous because I can buy the things for Dawson that she can't.
Even if I did have the time or the money, I still do not think that it's good for her to get everything that she wants.
When I spoil Dawson, it's a problem for her mother, not for me.
You gonna come with Mommy?
Or you wanna go with Auntie Gina?
Auntie Gina.
Where do you wanna go?
Shopping.
So what's your goal here, Auntie Gina?
I don't know if I have a goal. It's just Dawson and we go shopping and she loves it. We love it.
Yeah, are you concerned at all that she is getting spoiled and has an expectation that what she wants she gets?
Nope, because when we finish shopping, I take her home to Cassandra. So that's Cassandra's, she has to handle that.
Every time
Yeah,
she drops
okay.
it off.
Okay, now let me turn to you then. Having just said that, what in the world are you doing allowing her to do that with your child?
Well, I don't want to stop her from seeing her because Dawson is already attached to her Auntie Gina.
But that's not your problem. If she won't follow your rules and guidelines, this is a blatant alienation of affection. This is a competition between you two, and you gloat over being able to do what she can't, do you not?
Well, no, I don't
No, you
think-
do. You said you did, and I can read it back to you because I have it in quotes.
Okay.
I mean, can we be honest? Don't tell me one thing before we get up here and tell me something else now.
Competition, I don't consider it as being a competition. It's I can do it and she can't.
It's not so much of a competition between her and me.
I can do it and she can't.
Yes. I have the time, I have the money, and then I have Dawson.
But you don't have sensitivity.
Toward Cassandra? Or
Yeah.
No, I don't have any sensitivity toward Cassandra.
You see, that's the
No,
thing.
I see. Do you see?
Yes, I do.
You just said, oh, it's not really a competition.
It's not a competition between her and me. It's because she is Dawson's aunt. So she is allowed to have that relationship with her as her aunt and Dawson being her niece. But there are boundaries that you just can't cross that she's doing.
That's right. She has that relationship is a privilege, it's not a right. And any member of the family, particularly extended family, friends, neighbors, whoever, if they're not being consistent with your goals, your compass on what you want your daughter exposed to, then they have to fall in line with that or take a step back, right? She said, quote, "It's my money, will do what I want with it. It is not my problem how spoiling affects you. I'm her older sister. She should listen to me and let me do what I want to do."
So Gina is in a position as an older sister, but that has nothing to do with my child. And as the aunt, Dawson's, again, very attached to Gina, but at the same time, Dr. Phil, which is why we're here, is because I want you, and I was hoping that you could help us to find that happy medium where everyone is happy.
I'm trying. I'm giving it the old college try. What about the other two children? Do you think that it creates a problem for them when you come in and shower her with attention and time and gifts and all of that, and they're just standing there like ragamuffins?
Well, Cassandra has never said anything to me about the other two kids.
I'm saying something to you now. I'm asking you now. Are you at all sensitive to the impact it might have on them?
Haven't thought about it.
Well, think about it now. I mean, you're in there putting all this attention on them, and they're just standing there.
Watching all the gifts, huh?
Yeah. I mean, do you think that would hurt their feelings? Or they would say, what's wrong with me? How come Auntie Gina doesn't like me? Why doesn't she want to spend time with me? Why didn't she bring me gifts? Why doesn't she come to my functions, my events? Do you think it hurts their feelings? Let me tell you it does.
And it could, yes.
It could, it does.
My son has said, he always asks, he'll say, "Mommy, is Dawson going with Auntie Gina? Well, can I just go just to get out of the house?" He says, I don't have to do the girl stuff. Can I just go with them just to get out of the house? And she says, "Isaiah, we're gonna be shopping. You don't wanna shop, do you?"
He's 11 years old, so he wouldn't want to go to the mall with us.
Apparently he does. He's asking his mother if he can go. He's wanting to be, I mean, I think that's cruel.
Okay, so maybe I'll try it one time.
I think it's insensitive. And I think it is your job. I think it is your job as a mother to say, look, you're not going to hurt my children's feelings. You're going to treat them all the same. I mean, you have a relationship with Dawson, that's fine, but you're not going to hurt my children's feelings. I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to allow you to pervert her and make her think everything's just about being materialistic. That's your job as a mother. And she said, I don't care what you think. That means she disrespects you as a mother. And you've got to stand up and say, you will not do that. I don't care if she's your big sister. You got to. You're not her little sister. You are your children's mother, and that's where your loyalties lie, and that's the new role. And you got to stand up. Hey, come on, you are an intelligent woman. You know what I'm saying is true.
But shouldn't she be happy?
What?
That's less she has to do. Shouldn't she be happy? That's less she has to do for Dawson.
She can be happy if you are doing it consistent with her values. You are treating the children with equality. You're contributing to the situation. But let me tell you, indulgence can get to the point that it becomes a contamination, not a contribution. And that has crossed the line. Okay? So you need to stand up and assert your role as the mother.
Okay, yes. Can I spread it amongst the three of them then?
That's her decision, to the extent that it does not cause them to become a way you don't want them to become.
Right.
Yes, and you don't do it in a way that, you don't do it as a way that highlights her financial limitations. If you were really doing it for the children, you could say, here, Cassandra, give this to the kids. It's not about me, it's about them having something I want them to have. But you don't do that. You make sure they know it's from you. You make sure they know it's from you, which tells me it's about you as much as it is about the kids.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.